Whoa!
Your partner can change forms as needed while you explore every nook and
Hello, and welcome back to Embodying Mystical Mac. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining. Today, I'm going to be doing a dual reaction with my longtime friend and amazing editor whom you've only heard about via my naming him. So you're going to see his face. So exciting. James and I are going to do a reaction to the super cool new Pokemon trailer that came out in anticipation for the game. Say hello, James.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Internet.
Yay! Before we get into all this good stuff, I just wanted to remind you that we are we're growing this channel, and it really helps us on the road to that first 1,000 subscribers to get us monetized. If you would click that subscribe button, click the bell button. I post regularly, but not on a schedule, so the bell is really helpful. And especially if you're returning, if that subscribe thing's still red, do us a favor. Pretty please. It would be the best. Oh yeah, also I do have tarot readings that I'm offering, so link is in the description, calendly.com/mysticalmac, yada yada. Let's get into this because I'm really curious.
Oh. Those character models.
My brain cannot pay attention to all the things at once. Oh my god!
That was a regional variant Wooper back then. That was a different colored Wooper.
Oh, see, you noticed that.
Attention, please.
That's us.
Today we begin the treasure hunt.
Ooh.
Travel across Paldea.
Paldea. They look like
Get to know
motorcycles.
the region.
Yeah, except he has wheels and he's running with his feet still.
It's like a Flintstones vehicle.
Yeah. They look really cool though. So it looks like you can use them from the beginning of the
That's
game.
pretty sick, yeah.
Oh, there's some Pokemon we haven't seen since X and Y in this
Rich
game.
culture.
I love those skyscrapers, and I love these ancient buildings.
Oh, that was really cool. That whole neon sign.
Oh.
Was that a bread dog?
What?
A dog made out of bread?
And the
Probably.
people.
I mean, after Vanilla Light, what do you expect?
Where will you go?
Those must have been the trainers that were gonna fight.
Who
Ooh,
will
the
you
tower.
meet?
This
What is that, I wonder?
reminds me of Breath of the Wild.
Okay, these professors are like the most
What will you
hippie,
achieve?
badass people ever.
They are. Oh, that's a new Pokemon
Oh
right
my
there.
god, look at that! What is that,
We
What is-
can
houseboat?
Is that a...
be your Pokemon. Journey together.
The water one is
Oh, it shows
so
them running.
vain.
They follow you. I know, I kind of want the
Yeah.
water one.
He's so cute. He's just like, yes, I'm cool.
Okay, so you do go up the tower.
Yeah. Ah, I love that guy. Oh, that was an evolution. That was sick.
That was pretty cool.
Find something
God.
to treasure.
There's a lot of dragon Pokemon they're introducing. Or reintroducing.
Yeah. Whoa.
What?
What is that? The fuck?
Oh, it's their new gimmick.
Oh, shit.
It's like crystallize.
Oh, I wonder if that's what it's called.
It looks like based off its typing, it changes.
Yeah. I wonder if it'll be like they're gonna keep going with like the Dynamax crystal thing. Like,
This might be the replacement.
no,
for
I mean
that.
I know, but like, is it gonna be a crystal? Is it like what's the thing gonna
Let
be? You
the
know,
treasure hunt begin.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
what makes it happen?
Okay, so we finally know the gimmick of this game, kind of.
Yeah.
We're now starting to get a clearer picture of your adventures to come in the Paldea region. I'd like to dive a little deeper into the information presented, so let's take a closer
You
look
can
together,
just tell it's
shall
not
we?
his voice.
Just a little bit.
The newest titles in the Pokemon series are the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. These titles will be open-world RPGs.
That was a
first
variant.
for the Pokemon series.
Maybe.
Sprawling
I'll have to go
landscapes
back and
and
look.
vibrant
I was looking at the
towns weave
environment.
together to form the Paldea region, where your
Oh,
new
look at that
adventure
castle.
will unfold.
Okay, those like outside Pokemon centers are sick.
I'm
These
a
are
big
the
fan of them.
legendary Pokemon, Koraidon
Miraidon.
and Miraidon.
They have
You'll rely
Ride
on
On
one of
in the
them as a
name
partner
because
in
you
your
ride on
You were
them.
right.
Climb on. And together you'll dash across grassy fields,
It's running. It's so weird.
It's so
Across
weird.
Water and glide through
I
the
like
sky.
it, but it's weird.
Yeah.
I'm doing Team Violet all the way.
Your
Whoa!
partner can change forms as needed while you
Holy
explore every nook and cranny of the region with them.
So you get to explore on
Story
them, which is awesome.
you weave as you decide. Oh, the open world.
You will be enrolling at a certain academy as a student.
Uva. Grape. That's weird.
Is that grape and orange?
Oh.
Is that what that meant in
And a
Portuguese?
special
Uva, what was the other
one?
independent
Laranja?
awaits you. The treasure hunt. Through it,
something like
you'll
that,
embark
yes.
on
Yeah.
a journey to find treasure of your own here in Paldea. 3 grand stories are waiting for you. One story will revolve around the familiar gym
Oh,
battles.
wow.
You'll go to
That's
8 Pokemon
sick. So you get to
gyms and aim
pick.
for the champion rank. In these games, there is no set path you must take when challenging the gyms. Chart your
Okay.
very own course
Any
along
order you wanna
50
do
Yeah,
the
but
gyms, that's
what
cool.
does that mean that the gym leaders? What about the level?
I think the level will scale. I think the
The
level will
other
scale
2
based on
stories
how many
you'll
badges you have.
experience hold many surprises
So
and
if you have one
discoveries
badge,
as
every
well.
other gym will be X
Which story
level.
will you
That'd be
begin
smart.
with? How will you progress
Yeah.
through them? It is all up to you.
The cast of characters you'll meet. Oh my god, Hatterene. I love her.
Professor
I do like
Sada
Hatterene.
and
beautiful.
Professor Churro, research legends passed on
They
in the
look so
Paldea
cool.
region. Mr. Clavel
Okay.
is the director of the academy you'll
He looks like the
attend.
guy who's the head of the
And
Pokemon.
Mr. Jacques is your homeroom teacher who teaches biology.
He's cool.
You'll have your
Very
battle-loving friend, Nimona.
Nimona.
And
The characters
you'll meet
are very
Arvin,
unique.
an upperclassman and a great
Very
cook.
excitable. He's our hop.
There's also Penny, a shy
That's
student
not a
in your
regular
grade.
Eevee on her bag.
No.
There are gym leaders too,
That was really fluffy.
like Grusha,
Yeah.
the ice-type gym leader.
Like that bird one that's
The
kind of like a
people you
cloud
meet in
mixed with
Paldea
an
are
Eevee.
sure to enrich your adventures.
Is that a new Eevee evolution?
Maybe it's a variant of Eevee.
Many different
I'm down for
species
that.
of Pokemon also call the Paldea
The
region
Pineco
home. This
Pokemon.
Pokemon is
What?
the Paldean regional form of Wooper.
You were right.
It lives on the land and covers its body with a
Whoa.
poisonous film.
Oh, it's poison type.
Fido are delightfully
Fido.
squishy Pokemon
you
that
were
are
right.
smooth to the touch.
Fido like
And here's
bread. That's
Satiety,
great.
which has a large body and a hard horn that can freeze its surroundings.
That's kind of cool looking.
Of course, we also have the Pokemon from which you'll choose your first partner. Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley.
Quaxley.
I like Quaxley, but I love cats. I love cats
Enjoy
though.
meeting
I know,
lots of
Sprigatito's
Pokemon.
super cute.
And complete your Pokédex as part of your adventure.
Little choke.
Oh, that's. That was like a glimpse of the Pokédex.
Yeah,
It's kind
it
of cool.
was.
It was
By
like
using
books.
the Union Circle, you can enjoy
call Union
co-op
Circles,
play
okay.
with up to 3
Sick.
friends. You can go look for
Dude,
Pokemon
the
you haven't
scenery
yet
is
discovered.
awesome.
Or even ride together to race across
We
the
all
map.
just get a legendary. That's so
Enjoy
sick.
all the Paldea region
I
has to
know.
offer with
Just from the
family and
beginning.
friends.
That's awesome. Terrastal? Oh, Terrastalize. There it is.
The Terrastal phenomenon makes Pokemon
Terrastal.
shine like gems.
I like yours better, Crystallize.
Yeah.
But
It's
I think
basically
they've already used like
crystallized.
crystals, so they're probably trying to.
Uh,
Oh my god, it's so
Pokemon
cute!
Crystal.
Oh my, and then they get like a fixture on their heads. That's sick.
as long
All
as
Pokemon
the
in
fixtures
the Paldea region are able
change
to
and it's not
Terrastalize,
always the same
which can
thing.
provide a boost
Yeah.
to a Pokemon's type and make its moves stronger.
Wait, it changes its type based on this crystal.
Some Pokemon will change type
Whoa.
when they Terrastalize.
Whoa.
It's Flying Pikachu.
Flying type. You got
What
balloons.
type they become seems to depend on that Pokemon's Terra type.
Interesting.
So there's another stat, a Terra type.
For example, an Eevee would typically remain normal type after Terrastalizing, but there could be Eevee that become grass or water type after Terrastalizing.
It's like
pretty
one of
cool.
those
We
abilities
hope
or
you'll try to catch Pokemon with
those
rare
things,
Terra
maybe?
types.
Oh, raid battles. There you go. There's our Dynamax crystals. Our Dynamax
Pokemon that
I
have
like the-
rare Terra types are more likely to appear in Terra raid
Oh,
battles.
it's just Terra types though.
You can challenge Terra Pokemon in these battles with up to 3 other trainers. This is a new kind of raid battle where you can attack or heal with your own timing without having
Whoa.
to wait for your allies.
That's
That's
so nice.
new.
That's amazing.
Fucking
Try
sick.
to cooperate with your allies to get the upper hand in these battles.
Wow.
I'm a big fan of the raid battles from Sword and Shield.
They're
Those are really
fun.
fun. Kinda
Successfully
cool.
defeat a
It
Terra
took me a
Pokemon,
while to like
you'll get the
figure out what they were all
opportunity
about
to
and
catch it
warm
for
to them,
yourself.
but they were fun. I love how the Pokeball also turns to crystal. I love the variety and scenery. Oh, that was a sick plant.
We've kept all the things you love about Pokemon while evolving the adventure you
they've
can
shown
have
so
in
many
Pokemon Scarlet and
Pokemon that are
Violet.
returning that we
I
haven't
love
seen before in
that.
this
Like
trailer.
that bug one, the red bug one. Haven't
Hope
seen
you
him
look
in
forward
forever.
to the day you set out on your adventure.
Dude.
The Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games are available to pre-order at participating retailers now.
November 18th.
Oh,
Okay.
November 18th. I don't know why I thought it was September.
Your
Oh, but
independent
now that I
study
think
in
about it, I
the
feel like
Paldea
Sword and
region
Shield
begins in 3
also
months.
came out.
We
It seems to be
eagerly
a pretty
await your
standard
enrollment.
release date.
Yeah. Also, early purchase bonus. Receive a
That's
special
all for
Pikachu.
today's
It knows the move
presentation.
Fly, and its Terra type
Thank
is
you very much
Flying.
for tuning in and watching.
Damn, love hate that they do this to us.
That was
so sick.
The I'm still on the fence about the the crystal changing ability. We'll just call it that.
Terrorizing. It's
Um,
weird.
Yeah, it's weird, but if they do it right, it could be really fun. Especially the typing change. In terms of like competitive Pokemon, it opens the doors to so many different things now.
I'm just confused about because you know, like when you and I'm such a noob at breeding still, but when you go to breed, you know how like you're looking at like you know what I mean, like the different types, the stats and stuff. I wonder if the Terra type is like a stat type thing. It seems to be more along those lines.
Possibly. It also could be closer to the Gigantamax stat of a Pokemon. Like, not all Eevees, when they Dynamax, turn into the same Eevee. Some of them turn into the Gigantamax version, which is the fluffier one.
Wait, what?
Have you seen it?
No. In Sword and Shield?
So yeah, Sword and Shield, some Pokemon have they change what they look like when they Dynamax.
Oh, okay. But does that is that like across all of the same type of Pokemon or no?
No, there's only certain ones that have that ability, but they don't always change to a Gigantamax version if they have it. It's a separate stat that they have. And there's an item that you can do that gives them the ability to do it. So it might be... I feel like... Yeah, I don't know how they're going to implement it. If it's just going to be a stat like that.
Yeah.
Or if you have to catch a certain one in the wild that has it, kind of like a hidden ability.
Mm-hmm.
So like every Pokemon in the wild sometimes have a different ability. It could be like a hidden ability type thing.
I wonder. I'm very curious about that. I'm unsure. I kind of wish they kind of would have just... One, the name Terrorizing is just stupid. I really wish that crystallizing, because it looks like a crystallization. Terrorizing is just a little weird. I don't know. But I guess it's like Terra type also sounds better than like crystal type. So maybe they were trying to do something,
It's very possible.
you know, but I don't know. I'm curious though. I like that they're keeping that aspect of it, and it seems like they're keeping the aspect of the wild area a little bit. Whether the wild area is going to be like a centralized area like it is in Sword and Shield, or it's going to be like more open world, more like within the routes, or if it's going to be both, who knows.
It seems that based off of what I've seen in the trailer so far and the website, it's going to be completely open between towns.
Oh yeah, that's
So
right,
it's like
because
a
of the
wild
open
area.
world. Oh, okay. Hold on. 2 seconds.
Yes.
James, entertain the audience while I plug in my phone.
Okay, sounds good. I was going to mention the Pokemon that were introduced, but I'll wait till she gets back for that. But they did introduce... I'm a big fan of the Fido that they introduced. Like, I'm on the website right now. I'll put an image on screen of some of the new Pokemon they introduced. But Fido is essentially a bred dog, so like...
Oh my god.
The word Fido, like the nickname for dogs, Fido from when we were younger. It's a play on that, but with dough. I think that's just really
That was
clever.
really sick. That was a good call that you were like, was that dog made of dough?
It was in a bakery, and it reminded me of Alchemy from Sword and Shield, which is one of my favorite Pokemon in there.
Yes. Oh my God. By the way, game theorists' theory on those Pokemon. Have you seen that?
I haven't. I want to check that out.
It's one of Austin's. It's really, it's funny. It's like basically like Alcremie and like Vanillite and all these Pokemons that basically just look like tasty human treats are trying to eat us.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that because it doesn't make sense now, but I know
But
it will
you
once I
know
watch
it will when you get to the end.
Yeah. The regional variants. So it looks like they are going to introduce regional variants with the Paldean Wooper, which is...
The brown poison type Wooper.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just... So it's poison and ground type.
Oh, that's what it is. I was wondering if they were gonna keep the water at all.
So it has the ability water absorb.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess
which is
ground sometimes is like mud type stuff, like mud slap as a ground move.
but usually ground types are super weak to water. So if you get one with water absorb, it means you're immune to water type attacks.
Oh shit, you're right, because water absorb is that ability that like they just take it in. Oh.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Also,
that's smart.
With the Terralize, I'm butchering the name, the Terralization stuff, the crystal. There's potentially an issue with competitive play, which you may not be too interested in, but it's really fascinating. So like Latias and Latios have an ability called Levitate.
Okay. Yes.
Which makes them immune to
ground moves.
And
Rock?
There's another one here. It's just basically just ground type moves.
Right.
So if you change its type with that to electric's only weakness is ground type. So they would have no weakness if you use the crystallization thing and turning Latios and Latias into electric type with Levitate.
I wonder. I guess we'll have to see how that plays out.
It does open it up. It'd be kind of fun playing with it too. Like the flying Pikachu is pretty cool. Like
that's true.
That used to be a
the
thing
little
from back
balloons.
in the day. Yeah. But yeah, with the Paldean Wooper, there's going to be other regional variants. It's not going to be the only one.
No.
So we're going to see a lot of them. Probably closer to release date, and on release date they're going to hide a lot of them.
What did you think about the 4 potential RPG paths you can follow within the open world?
ADHD is going to take control, and I'm not going to get anything done. I'm going to want to do everything at once.
Yep. Same.
It's this game is built on the Breath of the Wild game engine for the most part, which is one of my favorite games, but I have the same issue in that game. There's just too much to do when it's open world. Like,
I mean, I have that issue in Animal Crossing, and there's really nothing to explore. Like, I've explored all the depths that I can, and all I can do is go to new old islands and make new happy home designs. Like,
I know.
I can't imagine with Pokemon where, like, literally Sword and Shield, I, like, motored through the storyline. And this one I'm going to be like, great, please don't release another game for another 6 years game free.
Yeah, absolutely. How did you feel about the character models? Looks like we got a more in-depth look at some of them. Like the Growlithe and Arcanine in the opening of it.
They were sick. It was all so much at the same time that I'm like, I didn't even know what to look at exactly. But everything looks, it's almost like they took what they did in Sword and Shield and like went harder when it came to like making it look more cinematic. Yes. And that definitely is reflected in like the actual Pokemon. Like the way that Gyarados was swimming through the water, those 2 Gyarados were swimming through the water, was like...
Yes, with Pokemon Arceus, or I pronounce it Arceus, but it's technically Arceus. That's where they really started to introduce these animations and things like that, and they've just improved them so much with this trailer. There's more shadows on Pokemon, which is not something we're used to seeing, so it adds more depth, and you can see more of the detail. I noticed it on the Pineco, the Pineco Pokemon. When it's sitting on a tree, you can see some of the like scratch marks on its textures.
Oh, wow.
Like an actual pine cone. There we go. That's the word, pine cone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's.
That's sick. I didn't notice that.
I look at little details like that too much sometimes.
No, but that's cool. Because, like, the Pokemon always have seemed like they were popping off the page a little bit. Or off the screen a little bit. And I appreciate that they're more embedded. I'm actually really curious about how we're going to get our legendary friend that's going to wheel us around. I wonder if it's, like, one of those things that, like, the Academy just gives you. Or, like, if you have to do anything to earn it. Like, I don't know.
It feels like it's going to be like a companion Pokemon that you can't use in battle until late game, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I could see that. I am excited, like, as much as, like, the Charizard taxi and the Corviknight taxi's fun, it's, like, I'm excited to have, like, your own flying, swimming partner again. Because, like, I don't know, the bike with the balloons for tires when you go on the water was, like, a cool idea in Sword and Shield, but unlike the gimmick of the roller skates in X and Y, I'm like, I'd rather be swimming on the back of a Pokemon.
Absolutely. It just feels more natural to what we grew up with.
Literally, we're like, yeah, you're just swimming on that awkward little shell.
Especially when you fly away when you're swimming, you just leave it there in the water. Like, that was never addressed.
Oh, I know. It's like, wow, they really didn't think that through. It's like game theorists would have a field day with that nowadays.
Man, going back and playing those games is a terrible experience.
I bet. I've really been wanting to go back and play Sun and Moon because Alola was like it was a cool game, but I like wasn't in it at that point. I just finished X and Y and I was just so salty that X and Y was such like a thing all in of its own that I was like, we're never gonna get anything at school as X and Y, so I just didn't. But I'm like scared to go back to play my Sun and Moon game because I feel like I'm gonna be heavily disappointed.
Sun and Moon had a lot of fun things in there. They've introduced a lot of cool Pokemon as well, like Mimikyu. It's like have you seen Mimikyu yet?
I don't know.
Mimikyu is a ghost type Pokemon that the lore behind it is that it got jealous of Pikachu, so it made itself look like Pikachu.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
That was introduced in Sun and Moon, and that's one of my favorite Pokemon. It will never touch Umbreon, but it's...
I mean, Umbreon is the shit, though. Like, all of the evolutions. Like, honestly, that's one thing that, like, they could add 100 more evolutions, and I wouldn't be mad.
So I will say, if they introduce a Paldean Eevee variant, it will evolve into something new. Because Legends Arceus at least, anytime they introduced a variant of a basic type Pokemon, when it would evolve into a variant.
Oh, sick.
Like most of them, if not all. So like they had a Sneasel variant that evolved instead of into Weavile, it evolved into Sneasler.
Okay, hell yeah.
So, Wooper is going to evolve into
something
maybe
else.
Maybe a completely different Pokemon, yeah. So, that opens it up for Eevee. They're still hinting towards a new Eevee evolution in the anime.
Oh, okay.
So, we'll see how they do it.
Okay.
They might... Her Eevee isn't a variant, though.
Okay.
Like a regional variant. It is a basic Eevee. Basically, in the show, there's a character that has an Eevee that doesn't want to evolve or can't evolve through the normal ways, and she's been featured in so many episodes already that they're going to do something big with it.
So it's just gonna be something interesting out of the ordinary that's gonna make it evolve. Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be probably a tie-in with this game. We'll learn about that closer to the release of the game, I imagine.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much, James, for coming and finally showing your face. It's really exciting.
Thank you for having me. It's about time I showed my face.
Yes, tarot readings, the links down below. Please subscribe, click that bell. I post regularly, but I don't post on a schedule. And yeah, your help is really appreciated on our road to our first 1,000 subscribers into getting this channel monetized. So have a good one. Stay mystical. Stay grounded. If you're a gamer out there, please let us know if you're going to play this game, if you're excited, if you're not, if you're mad, I don't know, whatever. Let us know what you think, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.